is we are the high performance computing leader that's really in all of the secular growth markets. But long term, what it gives us is just a great diversification of businesses. It's always been, sort of our strategy at AMD to take our, sort of great IP in computing, both on the graphics side and on the CPU side, and really diversify into all of the markets that require high performance computing. So, we love the data center market. I mean, it's so strategic. If you talk about secular growth, this is the best place to be. We also love the PC market, but now we have the opportunity to really diversify into telco, communications across 5G, as well as industrial, as well as automotive.
The next analyst comes up and says, Dr. Su, so you see growth in servers, data centers. So are you sure you're not going to have supply chain issues to meet demand? Because if you're projecting the growth, how you know you're going to meet demand? Listen to what Dr. Lisa Su had to say about that.
For the whole team, but Lisa, congrats on getting close on Xilinx. Excited to see what that brings, and obviously the strong results. One of the questions I'm getting tonight is with such a strong start, greater than 30% guidance for revenue in 2022. Can you just kind of walk us through, maybe with a little more specificity, some of the things that you've done in the supply chain around substrate, around back-end test and package, around wafer demand, and just to give people comfort that there's coverage there and visibility and the potential for upside, particularly as you take server and desktop onto 5 nanometer. I imagine 7 nanometer capacity won't go away. It'll stay as that new capacity comes online. So I just want to make sure I understand all the variables around the confidence in supply. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Thanks for the question. So, we've been working on, sort of the supply chain really for the last 4 or 5 quarters. Knowing the growth that we have from a product standpoint, and the visibility that we have from customers. So, in regards to your question on 2022 supply environment, we've made significant investments in wafer capacity as well as substrate capacity and back-end capacity. We feel very good about our progress in the supply chain to meet the 2022 guidance, and our goal is frankly to have enough supply to satisfy the demand out there. So our view is we're going to continue to work with our partners and our customers to ensure that we know what they need, and likewise our capacity investments are for 2022, but also beyond 22, because as a business grows, we need to continue to forecast and make plans for that, and that's what we've been working on.
Dr. Lisa Su, what do you think of that response, Patrick?
Ooh-wee, that's all I can say. They planned for this. It seems as if they anticipated supply chain issues across the industry.
Yeah,
that's
leadership. Go ahead, Patrick.
And they just knew how to work out these supply chain issues with the supplying partners.
Yeah, and they're gonna talk about the partners a little more on the earnings call. I'm gonna play that in a moment. But listen, so then another analyst steps up and say, all right, AMD, all right, Dr. Lisa Su, yeah, you say you're gonna grow in server. You say you're going to make sure that you can make it, make your numbers, because supply chains, you work that out already. So how are you confident that you can do that? And then listen to her response to that.